property. If at any time during the tour you drop your phone or you just can't wait to use the restroom, hold the cord and remain seated. And please no smoking at any time during the tour. That includes vaping. Be prepared. Our tour today features loud noises, sudden tram movements, fire effects, and many water effects. You want to have your cameras out for great photo opportunities, but keep an eye on them so they don't get wet. And finally, for your safety and for those around you, please do not use selfie sticks while you are on board. Alright, the fun has begun. We have officially entered our working studio where we work on commercials, TV shows, music videos, and of course movies every single day. Now, on either side of you, you're going to see some movie posters, and these are just some of the thousands of movies that we have made here at Universal Studios over the 100 years we have been here. That's right, everyone. We've been here a long time. Now, if you look on your screen, you're going to see Mr. Carl Laemmle. Carl Laemmle founded Universal Studios in 1912, but officially opened Universal City on March 15th of 1915. That's right, we are a city here at Universal Studios, and because we are a city, we've got our fire station. Let's wave to our first responders and give it up for them. Expanding our lot, which is very exciting. There is such high demand for TV shows and movies now. With streaming services, including our very own Peacock, we have to keep up. And not only are we expanding our lot, but we are also expanding our theme park. I am super excited to announce, I think you know where I'm going with this one, Super Nintendo World, which is coming early 2023. Yes, I'm so excited. I'm very excited for Luigi. He is my favorite brother. Check our website as well as our social media for more information. Alright, we are about to enter what we call our front lot. So we are broke sound stages as well as our production offices, and our back lot has more of our large studios lot. And one of our largest sound stages is to your left-hand side. That is Soundstage 21. And some pretty awesome movies have been filmed in there, including Jurassic Park, Apollo 13, The Grinch Who Stole Christmas, starring Jim Carrey. Those all filmed in Soundstage 21, but also some awesome TV shows like The Mindy Project.
I've been on that one.
Also, Mindy's getting her own star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Yes, Mindy, we are here for it. Also, the award-winning series Saved by the Bell has been filmed in Soundstage 21. And so NBC Universal Television goes back 80 years, and it started with the first transmission of the New York World's Fair. Most popular and long-lasting TV shows you were home to shows such as The Jeffersons, The Original Monday at a Time. Left-hand side, you're going to see Base Camp for Never Have I Ever. And Base Camp is where the actors go to get their hair and makeup done, as well as their wardrobe, which is their costume for filming. If you look closely, you can see the signage on those white trailers. Now from here, they are shuttled off to where they are actually filming on our lot. Now if it's across the street, they can just walk across the street to Soundstage 44. But if not, again, they are shuttled off to where they are filming. Also on your left-hand side, you're going to see Ted. And Ted is giving us a toast because he is getting his very own series on Peacock. And I know we're all going to laugh because it's produced by Seth MacFarlane. Also, what's cool about that is it's going to be a prequel to the movie, so that'll be an interesting piece of it. Also on your left-hand side, you're going to see production bungalows. What is production bungalow, India? Well, first we have 3 stages of production. We have pre-production, production, and post-production. So pre-production happens in these bungalows to your left-hand side. And that's when a producer comes in and uses the space to find a director. They do casting, which means they find their actors, they get a writer to write a script and then turn it into a screenplay, all before production happens and the cameras start rolling. So right now we've got 7 Bucks production company in here, and that is Dwayne Johnson's production company. And he brought us The Young Rock. Also, Mark Platt is in this space right now, and Mark Platt is bringing Wicked to the big screen in 2 parts. Part 1 in 2024, and Part 2 in 2025, starring Cynthia Erivo as Elphaba and Ariana Grande as Linda. And Ariana Grande, she is no stranger to our lot. She is also a coach on The Voice, which films here on our Universal Studios lot. Now, if you look to your left-hand side, you're going to see Bungalow 5195 with a very famous silhouette next to it, and that belongs to none other than Alfred Hitchcock. So back in the day, Universal Studios used to have contracted actors and directors here, and they would utilize these bungalows. And Alfred Hitchcock was a contracted director, which means he was contracted to do several films with Universal Studios. Also on your right hand side, you're going to see some of Hollywood's hottest stars. Oh, look at it's you. Great.
He's a star.
All right, back to business.
Kind of.
On your left-hand side, you're going to see some of our newest sound stages. We've got 22 and 23 now. These look very different from our other sound stages, and that's because they are. They have production offices attached to them, as well as a dressing room. So the first thing to film in here was Hairspray Live back in 2016. Also, the TV show Kenan filmed in there, starring Kenan Thompson. You may also recognize Kenan Thompson from the on your left hand side.
Oh, there's something going on right there.
Metropolitan sets. That's our New York Street. So from the concrete jungle to the real jungle, everybody, we are headed to Skull Island, and here is Peter Jackson to introduce it himself.
Maybe I actually got something going on down there. Yeah, we're not allowed to film this part.
Monsters and creatures from
and we're going in. Monkeys!
Lord of the Rings trilogy, the Hobbit trilogy, Avatar, Avengers,
oh, we were just here.
And so many others. Now,
they are filming.
Effect started in the
see it.
1990s. We collaborated on Peter Jackson's TV show, The Frighteners, starring Michael J. Now, some of my favorite picture cars are
Knight
the
Rider,
Back to the Future cars. Especially Back to the Future Part 2 cars. Now, these are the ones that can fly. Let's go back to 2015, everyone. That was a great year of flying cars.
Yeah.
We've also got the Flintstones vehicles. Now, these don't have any motors in them, so to get them around set, they had to tie rope on them and drag them. That's sort of fitting. Also, we have the Ford Anglia from Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. They used 17 different picture cars for that one Ford Anglia.
Harry Potter
We also have the gyrosphere from Jurassic World. You'll notice there's no glass on it. That's because it would have reflected off the camera. So they put the glass around the gyrosphere in post-production. Also, we've got
big tank.
that big bad tank. Looks like it's going to blow things up. It's going to protect you. That's wrong. It's not going to. It's made out of plywood, so it can blow up itself and look absolutely amazing while doing so. Movies. Now, on your left-hand side, you're going to see the mobile lab from Jurassic Park Lost World. We've also got some dinosaurs in cages here. Now, they might have been released for dinner, I'm not sure. But if you do see them, they are friendly, and you can say hello.
Doesn't one come
They
out?
have been released for dinner, and they haven't eaten yet, so keep your arms and legs inside the vehicle, everyone.
Oh, he's gonna spray us. Don't spray my phone.
Now, this dinosaur to your left-hand side has not eaten breakfast, lunch, or dinner.
Oh.
Hold your breath when you pass it. And there's a lot of really cool things to point out here, other than just dinosaurs being cool.
Oh, this is the
This
water
right here
park.
is CGI, which is computer-generated imagery done in post-production. Julianne Moore's close-up. This glass cracking is also CGI. So a lot of elements need to come together to really make a movie feel full, and weather is one of them. Music, weather, all that kind of good stuff. So as we are here in Old Mexico, we're going to do a little weather demonstration for you so you can see how we make our own weather here in Hollywood. Now, we can't always rely on Mother Nature, so we've got to create it ourselves. So I have a feeling this might get a little out of hand.
They always
so
create it.
seated at all times, keeping your arms and legs fully inside the vehicle. And we've got thunder, which is just a sound effect coming from a speaker. We have that lightning, which is a strobe light, and it's actually really raining outside right now. We got lucky. So that rain, it's right.
It comes right down there and it
we
brushes
have
down.
complete control over this weather. We can have it be dark and scary, just like in the Jurassic Park films, or we can have it light, subtle, romantic.
Water
But
comes
sometimes
in.
if you let it go too long, something else will happen. That's right, you get a flash flood.
Oh,
That was Flash Flood, everyone. Now, that was the first attraction to open up on the Universal Studios tour, and it came out in 1968. You may recognize
Really?
it from Lady Gaga's music video Judas, or from the movie Big Fat Liar starring Paul Giamatti.
there they show it.
This is Paul Giamatti's stunt double. No Paul Giamattis were harmed in the making of this film.
One of my favorites. It's great. Paul.
Welcome to 6 Points, everyone. This is where we film our westerns. Quentin Tarantino filmed his 9th movie here, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, starring Leonardo DiCaprio and Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt won an Academy Award for his performance in that movie. Also, the TV show Angeline was filmed here, starring Emmy Rossum, which is streaming on Peacock.
I'm
So
still
my
getting leaked
co-host
on.
Jimmy Fallon has put together a little skit about 6 Points he'd love to show you.
Milner.
Jimmy, all right, everyone.
Hey,
Our tour is
dang
now
it.
approximately at the halfway mark, so I just want to remind everybody to
It's
stay seated
27,
during the
26.
entire tour. The studio is private property, and if you drop your phone or you just can't wait to use the restroom, pull the red cord to get my attention, and I will be back to assist you, but do remain seated on the chat is one of them. Now, Park Lake has been used in many TV shows like The Good Place, as well as Desperate Housewives. Also, Desperate Housewives, they filmed 11 seasons here on our Universal Studios lawn. But also Park Lake was the lagoon in Creature from the Black Lagoon, one of the many monster movies that we filmed. From the 1920s until the 1950s, Universal Studios was known as the Monster Movie Studio. And that's because we had movies such as Creature from the Black Lagoon, Dracula, Frankenstein, The Mummy, The Wolfman, Now, Little Europe is also known as The Good Place. In The Good Place, starring Kristen Bell and Ted Danson. Now, I've only seen 2 seasons. I'm still on the 2nd season, so nobody spoil anything for me.
You, Eleanor Shellstrom. This location, the afterlife, come on. I've never ever seen this. You're in the good place.
I'm not supposed to be here. I can't risk going to the bad place.
Maybe it's not all that bad.
How can I help you?
What is the bad place like?
Well, it doesn't sound awesome.
Princess Diaries 2, A Royal Engagement was filmed here, as well as Cinderella starring Brandy. Some of my favorite movies were filmed here, including the Sherlock Holmes movies starring Basil Rathbone. And they turned Little Europe into England, Scotland, and even Canada for those films. Now, what's so great about having a Little Europe as well as a metropolitan set here in our Universal lot is that if you are filming and your characters are in New York City, and let's say they fly to Paris, they can just travel the back lot instead of having to travel the world.
Yay,
Those
barf.
guard stations. Also, to your left-hand side, you may see
barf
the
station.
equipment already. Everybody, I think we deserve some time on the beach. I'm thinking Amity Island. Now, they've already caught the shark. That's totally fine. This is from Steven Spielberg's movie Jaws, which came out in 1978. Is that a shark? All right, everyone. Remain seated at all times, keeping your arms and legs fully inside the vehicle. There is a shark out there. And we also have a diver. Oh, it's George. Okay, it's George's first day. Hey, George.
Oh, George, go.
George, I know it's your first day, but
It's like Kenny.
it's also George's
Guys, every
last
day.
day. I think If we hide behind this dock, we should be absolutely fine. These very large
When it
gasoline
gets
tanks
hot.
will keep us safe.
Ooh, that's hot. Nice.
Is everyone okay? Park sank to the bottom of the ocean on the very first day of filming. The crew ended up nicknaming the movie Claws.
That's much more than shark. The shark was frustrated.
Claws?
It didn't really work all the time. It didn't work. We just waited around. We just waited. The shark leveled out wilder. So I really owe the shark a lot.
Those people just kicking it. How'd they get in there? Man, how'd they
If
get
you look
out
to your
there?
right-hand side, you
The
will
hell?
see Chicken Ranch. The Chicken Ranch was first constructed in Soundstage 12 before it was later brought out to our back lot. Kind of
Chicken
gives you an
Ranch.
idea of how
That sounds
large
bad.
those sound stages really
Sounds
are.
like something you'd find
And
in
this
Vegas.
is also what we call a practical set, which means we can film on the inside of this house as well as the outside. And just behind it is a one-sided facade, which we also call a trompe l'oeil, which means to fool the eye. Now you may recognize Chicken Ranch from the movie Best Little Whorehouse in Texas, starring Dolly Parton.
Oh, no wonder why it's called Chicken Ranch.
For influential artists, and of course Steven Spielberg is one of them. Now Steven has many famous directors and friends, including Mr. George Lucas, who wrote and directed the movie American Graffiti. Now on your right-hand side, you will see a car from American Graffiti. It is this yellow Deuce Coupe. And just behind the Deuce Coupe, that green car that belongs to Mr. Bean. And we have several of the Fast and Furious cars. And this yellow car with the black stripes, that is Bumblebee.
Equalizer.
Welcome to Bates Motel, everyone. Isn't this so inviting? This is from Alfred Hitchcock's movie Psycho, which came out in 1960.
Which
And it
Bates
looks
do
like
we have
Norman
this time?
is home. If anybody needs to take a shower, now's the time. Hey, Norman, do you mind if we... Norman?
Everyone's packing.
Funny, he must be helping someone. I didn't think anybody stayed here.
It's packing more than just packing. It's packing a
Maybe
knife.
she's sleeping. Okay, she's definitely not sleeping. She just went in the trunk. Okay, maybe we can get out of here before he notices us. Hey, Norman, we're just gonna leave now. His house.
Ooh, there's Mother's house. Yeah, that's the same. That's his mother's house.
Rules, directed by Steven Spielberg, starring Tom Cruise.
Ooh.
The airplane crash sunset is perfect set. It is all designed around a vision that Steven had.
And it's like, again, to sit down and talk about the world. But I thought, what if the 747 goes down right in a big neighborhood? Because it's just something you don't see.
You're doing good. You're doing good. Keep nice on me. Listen, I want you to close your eyes.
What is
Okay?
this?
Now closed. Robbie, get in.
Tell him again.
Get in.
That's right, you've listened to Tom Cruise. Inside that is a real 747. So airplanes are only legally allowed to fly so many miles
Jupiter's
before they
plane.
have to be retired
Whoa.
and go to an airplane graveyard.
We're not even
So
supposed to
production
see
went
that.
to an airplane graveyard, and that's where they got their 747.
That's pretty hot.
All right, everyone, we are approximately 10 minutes from the end of our tour and we'll be returning to the theme park shortly. Remember to pull the emergency cord if you need assistance and remain seated at all times. So this part of our back lot is no stranger to large-scale sets. Christopher Nolan came in here to film was Dunkirk. Also, Disney has filmed scenes here for Pirates of the Caribbean. They constructed a very large pirate ship out there just next to that big blue wall. You can see it to your right-hand side, as well as a mermaid lagoon. But we have been talking so much, flash photography. Learning a little bit about how we make the movies here in Hollywood. I want to thank our driver, Ronnie. Say thank you, Ronnie.
Stony Curtis.
I also want to thank our annual pass holders for joining